Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Hey, do a quick arm workout real quick. I'm watching cartoons. This is Emergency Plus 4. It's the tsunami episode.
Are you sure, Flash? He's sure. They're here, all right.
There's a end of the reel.
Are you there? We're trapped. Why don't you hide? Can't get out. Hang on, we'll get you out. Please hurry. The water's rising. Is there any other way out? Yeah, there's some kind of an opening in the roof, but we can't reach it. You've got to get us out of here.
Yeah, and before that wave hits us.
I can hear the sea below. Hey, you guys!
You guys are watching cartoons with me.
We're gonna need help. Carol, think you could radio for Gage and DeSoto? Maybe they can get help for us.
On my way.
I own the boat rental down the dock. All my skiffs are...
Man, I remember when this cartoon came out, like when it premiered on Saturday morning. I feel like it was about 1974 or 1975. I was really into it. Watched every episode. I don't think I've seen this episode since then. I don't think it was ever in reruns that I ever saw.
I suppose we should be flattered those sheriffs are making such a fuss over us. You know, I have a funny feeling they're trying to tell us something. Oh, don't be such a worrier. Everything's fine. The ocean's calm, the sky's
Hope you're doing okay and having a great day or evening.
I'd like to know.
It's Monday here. Monday afternoon. Beautiful, sunny summer day. Come and look real quick. I don't know how well you can see, but it's just blue skies and green trees. Can you see that through the screen?
Let's go. We haven't got much time. John, you want to grab the radio?
I know you have an emergency
How about in here?
operator, but so do we. Let's try going through
The window's open in here. You can kind of see how bright it is. And beautiful. See these trees right here? And you see this telephone pole right here? And then these trees over here. Every morning, really early, right about dawn, usually about 6:30, lots of squirrel activity. Like they're awake and they're arguing with each other and barking, and you hear their little claws scraping going up and down all of these trees everywhere. It's pretty cool. Truthfully, I don't know if you could even see that. Out there. All right, let's get back to the arms. And Gage and DeSoto.
The harbor's clear. How are we going to reach those kids? That's how. Television news helicopter. Perfect. Should be big enough. See if you can reach him on the radio. I know you're covering the tidal wave, but this is a real emergency. And a real rescue you can help with. So come on down and hurry. There are a bunch of scouts trapped on a beach that aren't going to survive if you don't.
Any more line in the van?
No, we used it all. Can you guys climb on something to reach the rope? Each other's shoulders, maybe? No chance. We need more line.
Think we should tell them about the tidal wave?
No, they've got enough to worry about as it is.
Why don't they get here? 15 minutes to that wave.
Carol! Carol! What about Gage and DeSoto?
They're coming!
Well, if they're not here in 10 minutes, start climbing up here. Can't we go any faster? We're almost at red line now. We've only got a few minutes, so redline it.
Here they come!
Radio them to drop the line.
They'll do better than that. They're dropping off Gage and DeSoto.
Hope I fit. You better. We only got 5 minutes.
I used to have the Mego
Hurry!
action figure. They weren't even action figures then. I think they were called dolls.
Trapped in here in the first
They're
place.
still dolls.
We found the caves.
Anyway, I used to have the Mego dolls of Gage and DeSoto.
Right in the mouth of the cave.
And you couldn't get out, right?
Yes, sir.
Remember, anytime you camp or explore
They had
on the beach,
all kinds of
make sure
accessories.
time of high and low
They
tide.
came with little
And a lot of people get in
oxygen
trouble when high
tanks
water
and
suddenly traps them.
everything.
You ready to get out of here?
Axes.
Boy, yeah, for a couple of hours now.
We're ready down here. Okay, up above. Now all the way, but take it easy.
I want to be like Johnny Gage when I was a kid. I wanted to be that guy, Johnny Gage.
That's all of them. Now get me out of here.
Randolph Mantooth.
About 2 minutes.
What about Carol?
He's one of us,
Still on the beach.
I think, if I remember
2
correctly.
minutes. Get up here.
Oh, snap.
Help! My leg! I can't climb.
Can you three pull Gage up?
You bet we can.
Okay, I'm going down for Carol.
Careful, Roy.
Steve, you can't make it with me.
We can drive out. There's a road to the top, just around the cliff. I saw it from the air.
The water's too high. We'll never make it.
It's gonna go down in just a minute. It always does right before the tidal wave. It's coming. The tide's dropping. Boy, get going. Hang on.
Cowabunga.
We made it.
Some way.
That was quite an experience you all had. Now that it's over, is there any one thing that you'd like to say?
Besides thanking everyone, I think we've learned a good lesson.
What was that?
Don't go exploring first without telling someone where you're going.
How's your leg, Carol? Fine now, just a sprain.
Now that our tidal wave's passed, we're at the beach. Anyone for a swim?
Come on, Jason. Are you kidding? Not on your life.
Hey, Jason, are you going bananas?
How about you, Banana? Wanna go in the ocean?
Him neither. Oh, look at this. Closing credits, pretty sick. Fire station. Rescue 51. 7 minutes. We're gonna do hammer curls now. All right, this is good, man. Let's do some hammer curls. I was just thinking about when I went to EMT school. So I went to EMT school at FTI. And I got my national registry in about 1985. FTI, that's Fayetteville Technical Institute. What's next? I don't know what's going to be next. It said a very special presentation. Oh, it's Ultraman. All right, cool. Let's leave this one. Yeah, so I went to FTI with my best friend. We both went together, same class. The instructor was this locally famous guy. He was awesome. All right, let's do it this way. So I can look at Ultraman.
私の誕生石なのよ。行きましょう。綺麗ね。
早くしろよさ。
ガタガタ言いなさんな。どう？このシックでチャーミングな光。
藤君にもこんな心があったとは知らなかったよ。
失礼ね。私も女。
So yeah, we went to this place, Fayetteville Technical Institute, for EMT school.
ところで看護が
ちょっと待っててよ。
And it was like additional training that we were required to go through. We had already gone through Army medical training, so we had to get our EMT national registries to be able to work in emergency rooms or in ambulance squads, like on base or even like off base or abroad, like overseas and stuff like that. So we're doing that, and I don't know how long it was. It wasn't short. It was like 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks. It was a long time, and it was like Monday through Friday, like 6 hours of class every day. We were studying. It was not easy. It was pretty hard. I don't know what it's like now, but this guy was a real hard nose. He was famous for it. Famous for it, for like making medics. That was his whole thing. Anyway, we would go to lunch, and we discovered this place, where they had lunch, and I'll tell you about it. So close to where this place, where it was close to the FTI campus on base, where we were going, and it was like a short walk to this place where you could go get lunch, and the place was called the All-American Club. And they only had one thing. It was like I believe there was only one menu item at this place.
Which are now part of the national park. The cultivation of pearls has prospered. But ever since the beginning of the year, pearl oysters have been dying. And so the pearl cultivators decided that the surviving oysters should be transferred to Lake Biwa.
Do you think these oysters can live at Lake Biwa? Look, I guess it's just temporary. Then they'll find out the cause. I wonder what the cause can
So this
be.
place
Hundreds of oysters killed, thousands of
was in an old, like
must be a pretty clever thief. But you're crazy if you think it's a man who's been
like a rigging warehouse maybe, or almost, it was like the size of like a
No. I'll drive to the
small craft hangar, and cement floor, open ceiling and everything, and they had all these like aluminum benches, like the ones you'd see at like a park, big aluminum benches inside of the shed on base. This is all on an army base, and the big aluminum benches with the seats attached to the benches, and they're long, like 12 feet long, whatever, like a school cafeteria. And there's one spot, you'd walk in this place, and there's like a line, and there's like a snack bar set up. There's like 3 ladies there, and they're working, and there's a counter, and everything's the same. It's like there's no choices. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. And I think it was like $2.50. So for $2.50, here's what you typically got. You got a sandwich of some sort on a soft, like sub roll, like a submarine sandwich roll, like about that big, like the same ones that they used for like the McRib, right? But they put something on there. It's like 2 slices of ham, 2 slices of American cheese, and they give you a packet of mayonnaise. And they give you a bag of chips and 2 cans of beer. That's it. 2 cans, and that's the whole lunch. The whole lunch is that sandwich, that sandwich, 1 bag of like Lay's straight regular chips, man. Maybe barbecue. This is like even pre-Doritos time. You had like the choice between barbecue and regular maybe. And, but no, you didn't get a choice at this place. So 2 regular cans of Budweiser, just straight old school Budweiser can, all right? 2 of those, a sandwich, and a bag of chips. You get what you get, you go sit at the bench. Everybody's sitting at these benches. After a couple of minutes, as you can see that they've sold enough lunches and the seats are filled up and people are eating their lunches and drinking their beers and talking, music starts coming on and it's getting a little louder. Then I notice at the end of the shed or at the end of the warehouse, there's a stage. Lights come on, and then I see that there's a pole on the stage. And music is playing. And it's like, and we were swinging. It's like Randy Travis style strip club music. Okay, it's North Carolina strip club music. And out comes this woman, this lady. This older Korean woman with huge breasts, and I don't think she's completely naked. She's probably wearing a G-string, maybe pasties. I think she was naked from the waist up, and a stripper show started right there. And there was an interesting thing about this stripper show. Everybody stayed in their seats. There was very little hooting and yelling, right? Nobody goes up on the stage and puts money in these girls' G-strings. They're not tipping the girls. The girls aren't interacting with the guys. They're not coming off the stage. They're not acknowledging the guys. It's like burlesque, kind of, I guess. I don't know. But dudes aren't like, there's no tipping allowed. The dancers are already paid. This is their job every day at lunchtime at the All-American Club. So we went back there multiple times. It was fun. It was very funny. It was an amazing, weird experience that, I mean, it hasn't existed for decades. But they used to have these 2-beer lunches at this time, where anywhere on post you could get a 2-beer lunch. And it was within regulations that if you wanted to drink 2 beers at lunch, like if you wanted to go eat at the chow hall and then go up to your room, watch little Thundercats or something like that for 15 minutes before formation, you could drink 2 beers if you want at lunchtime. There used to be, in my barracks, there used to be like this regulation on how many beers you could have in your fridge at one time. Because everybody, my barracks was almost like it was like a college dorm. Everybody had 2-man rooms with their own bathrooms and their own microwaves and mini fridges. And so they would come in, do these inspections. They called them health and welfare inspections. And it would be the XO who was a real asshole, this lieutenant. Ridiculous, most stupid shit he would write you up for. But one of the things he's looking for is he's looking to see if there's more than 6 beers per person. So like if 2 guys are in the room, we can only have an actual 12-pack in the fridge. If we have more than 12 beers in the fridge, he's going to confiscate the beer and write us up. Really stupid shit. No hard alcohol. No firearms. No fixed blade knives past a certain length. No girls. No pets. All this stuff that we could easily be busted for on any given day or night. But luckily we have connections, or we had connections. We would get wind. And then also other times when there was problems, when I was busted during all of this, these health and welfares, I was caught unawares. Had to scramble. Sometimes the scrambling worked. Sometimes the scrambling didn't work, and I got in trouble, but never anything serious. But yeah, it was. I got in trouble, but it sucked. I think I might have had extra duty a couple times when I was like a private or a specialist. And then another time, I mean, we're getting to story time here as we're finishing off these curls. It's 19 minutes. We've got to get to work. I got busted when I was a sergeant for having a girl in my room. But nothing happened. Talked my way out of it. I lied. What am I doing? Let's go close. We got to go in close, and we're gonna power real fast and like go crazy on these.
That's it. The balloons will be on Dainito. Fuji, all ships along the coastal lane are to watch for the four-colored indicators on the front.
Roger. I'm looking the entire coastline. Trailing Yamakuchura very closely. Stay on the lookout. These are colored guide balloons, indicating its location under the sea.
One year, my mother for my whole life made Christmas stockings really special, right? So one year, so even after I joined the Army, she sent me my Christmas stocking through the mail. So one year I get my Christmas stocking. This was even during Christmas vacation that this motherfucker did a health and welfare, did a walkthrough. So, and the toe of my Christmas stocking was this plastic, oversized, hollow golf ball that on the inside had Maker's Mark, and it was like sealed, and it came from Pebble Beach where my mother lived. And I was never even going to open the seal and drink the whiskey that was inside there. She wasn't sending me for me to drink whiskey. She wasn't sending it to me for me to drink it as whiskey. It was like it's a collector piece. This motherfucker wrote me up for that. And then another time he wrote my buddy up for a kukri, for a Gurkha knife. So that was, I remember we both had extra duty at the same time. So I think this might shut off on its own. Excuse me. So I'm going to fire through this. One time there was one of these walkthroughs, right? And I was at work, but my girlfriend was in my room. And also in another room was a buddy of mine who was a sergeant, and he had odd hours, and so he was at home by himself. He had a whole room to himself, one of those two-man rooms. He had a putting green in there, and he had a baby Doberman Pinscher that he was keeping as his pet, only for a couple months until he had to leave, and then he would take it home to Detroit or something. But meantime, he has this Dobie in his room, and I have this girl with big mall hair in my room, and it's like 1985, and my buddy Frank, he gets wind if there's a walkthrough coming, so he scrambles up. Check out what he picks up his dog, goes in my room, tells Christine to get in the wall locker, hold the puppy, and he locks her in the wall locker. Then he locks my door, goes to his room. When they come through for the walkthrough, he says he's at work. They're at work. Everybody's at work. We'll open up the doors, the lieutenant says. So Frank opens up the doors, goes in, but he says, I don't have the lock, the key. I don't have the key to his locker. Well, all this is happening, and my girlfriend is like in her bra and panties inside the wall locker, holding this Doberman, hoping that it's not going to whine or something like that, which it doesn't. And it was a successful mission accomplished, or what do they say, achievement. It was like, what do they say? It's mission achieved or something, accomplishment achieved. I don't know. Anyway, it all worked out. I ended up marrying that girl and then divorced her 4 years later. I don't know what happened to Frank. Well, I do know what happened to Frank. I don't know what happened to the Doberman Pinscher. Hey, that was a short workout. I talked too much. I'm going to do like these more right here, but I won't film it because it's 24 minutes. Have a great day or evening. Thanks for watching.